Welcome back to the Tiger Suite. I'm your host, Anna, and I'm here with a very special guest. Tell us who you are.
Hi, my name is Jenny, and I'm from the Philippines, born and raised in the Philippines, and I just moved here 7 years ago.
Oh my gosh, 7 years, Jenny?
Yeah.
Wow, I've only been here 5 years, but I feel like 7 years is like a lifetime. Especially because, was it before the pandemic?
It was before the pandemic.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
2019.
2019.
So that's literally before the pandemic.
Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it with Jenny. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for agreeing to coming on. I know it's not an easy thing to like put your business out on the internet. So I'm always super appreciative when whoever like wants to come on and like share. You know what I mean?
It's my pleasure to be a guest here in your podcast.
I love her. I want to ask you, Jenny, to start, because I've been asking some of my guests, what does your Tiger Suite look like?
You know what's crazy? Because I think we talked about it before.
Yeah.
And I told you it's my bedroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went back home and I was thinking about it and I'm like, no, actually, it was my bathroom.
Your bathroom?
Yeah, it's the bathroom. It's so crazy because, like, you know, when you're stressed out, I just need a good, hot, like, warm bath, shower.
That is so true.
Mm-hmm. And then, I remember when I was a little kid. We're getting into it.
Oh, we're getting into it fast, girl.
We're getting into it.
Yes.
But when I was a little kid, so I grew up in a household where like emotions are not like, you know, dealt with much, like not discussed much. But I remember when I was younger, I used to be like, no, I'm gonna be tough. Like I'm not gonna show everybody like I'm not gonna show them that I cry, because I feel like if I cry, I'm gonna make them more weak. So I used to like go to the bathroom, like literally have to wait for them all to sleep and go to the bathroom and cry.
Jenny!
It's crazy.
So you were like holding on to your emotion until you could like be in a vulnerable space where you felt safe.
Yeah. And it's crazy because when I was younger, I used to like suppress my emotions so bad. And that's probably why, like, now that I'm older, like, it's more, like, vocal and more, like, you know, if you cry, cry. You know, if you need to cry, just cry it out.
You're the opposite now.
Yeah.
Wow. I think I flipped.
Really?
Because my thing when I was little, and I've touched on it before on the potty, but I was just so emotional. Like, I was just I'm an empath girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just could not, like, if somebody yelled at me or I felt like maybe someone was mad at me or if I pissed my sister off, you know, or my mom kind of just, like, dismissed me or whatever the case might be, I was very sensitive. So, like, I would watch movies and cry. So, like, I was very emotional. And my parents, a lot of the time, especially when I got into like middle schoolish age, they started telling me, you need to mature. Like, you need to mature. Mind you, I was like 10, 11. But I think it was a lot also because my sister was 5 years older than I was. So if I was in middle school, she was in high school, and she was so mature for her age. I really do think. So they were probably like, dude,
they
like
a standard.
Yeah, like, get it together. You know, like. And so because they wanted me to suppress my emotions so much, I feel like in my adult age, especially now, like when I get mad or when I'm having a conversation, even with my mom that involves like maybe a very emotional topic, if I feel myself crying, like I literally have to like mentally talk myself out of it because I don't want to look weak or I don't want, because if I start crying, it takes a lot for me to like come back down.
It's kind of like a ticking bomb that once it's like overflow, it's like all over. Like
exactly. So I'm the complete opposite, but that's crazy. So what, you know, because you were so used to suppressing your emotions, when was the moment when you were like, I'm done doing this. Like, I can't do this anymore. I have to cry or I have to show emotion.
I can't remember a specific situation that happened, but I remember like once that I like when I moved out, when I was just living by myself and it's all my space and I can do whatever I want, that's when I kind of like touch more on my emotions kind of thing. And I became alone. Yeah, I'm alone. That's the only thing I can do. Like, you know, I don't have anybody to talk to. I don't have to like watch myself. If I cry, I cry, you know, like you're freely like doing whatever you want, like
Right.
when you're living alone. So that's when I started becoming more vocal, or like more in touch with my emotions. And yeah, like I feel like right now as an adult, when I became an adult, I kind of like, if you're feeling sad, you're sad. If you're heartbroken, you're heartbroken. Sit with it.
You let yourself feel it.
Yeah, I would sit on it. If I want to sulk and like bed rat, I would give it to myself. Yeah, and that's how, like, I feel like that's how I recover. I can't be like suppressing it, because I know it'll, like, you know, it'll creep up.
It'll build and it could take years. I mean, sometimes it's taken years for me to fully process a situation, but it does creep up. It starts, I feel like, leaking into other areas of your life too, especially like even if you're in a relationship and it's not like about that, you know, like why you're upset. I do feel like it starts leaking into it. It's like you're projecting, like because you're not, you know how they say like, oh, I got mad at my husband for not taking out the trash can and I lost it on him. It wasn't about the trash can.
It was,
you know,
just the camel, the string that break the camel's back, but not really like the root cause of it. Yeah,
exactly.
Like it would creep up, definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why I became more confrontational as an adult too.
Really?
Because I'm always like, okay, I have this problem, like let me sit on it. Or like, let's say I have an emotion, like I'm heartbroken. I'll just sit on it. I'm just heartbroken. Like I'm not gonna like skip the heartbroken phase and just go out and like fake fun.
Act like nothing.
Know? Yeah, I would sit on it and I would just like, that's how I deal with it. Because if let's say other than that, like when it comes to issues, I have to like, hey, okay, let's sit down. What's the resolution? How are we gonna tackle this? How are we gonna approach this? Wow. That's how, like, I feel like that's how I became, like, as an adult.
That's really mature. Like, that's very emotionally mature.
Really? I appreciate that.
Yes! Okay, queen! Do you think, like, because you and I have talked about, like, our therapist and, like, therapy, you know, like, and how much it's helped. How long have you been in therapy?
I've been in therapy for a year now.
Oh, wow. And do you think it's helped you become more emotionally aware?
I think so, but also like it's more for me. What I'm like doing right now is more of like a talk therapy. I feel bad for my therapist, honestly.
She needs a therapist because of you.
Yeah, that's so I feel like sometimes I just yap. And it sometimes I don't.
She's writing.
Yeah. She's just like like
what are you writing?
Keeping down notes, like taking down notes, because it's like it's hard that I don't have anybody to talk to with emotions, because I live by myself. Most of my support system is in the Philippines, so I kind of the only way I can communicate with them is like through chat.
Yeah, and the time zones.
Yeah, sometimes they're not even available. Like, you know, I'm awake, they're asleep, they're gonna wake up, I'm asleep. That's when they're gonna see the text.
That's so crazy.
So it's not even like, hey, I need it right now. It will be available at that time, you know. It
right, like eventually they're gonna reply, like tomorrow, you know. So let's go back a little bit.
Okay.
So you mentioned you came here in 2019. Was it right before the pandemic?
Right before the pandemic. Yeah, I came here, I think, September 2019. Oh my
gosh, right before the pandemic.
Yes.
And what caused you to come here? Like, was it something that you planned? Was it you were like, I need to get out of here?
I think it was an opportunity that was given to me, but it was not necessarily like my plan.
Okay.
But since it's like an opportunity, like a lot of people want that opportunity. Yeah. I kind of like, okay, you know, like, okay. You know.
I'll go.
Yeah, and I was young too. I was 19 at that time.
Wow, you were a baby.
Yeah, I just like, fresh from college, like I just graduated. They time it to a point where like when I graduated, that's when I'm gonna, like when I'm done with everything there, school-wise, that's when I'm gonna move here. So I was young, so I didn't know anything, you know, like I don't have anything else to do.
Did you come by yourself?
I came with my dad.
Okay.
But also, let me preface this. In the Philippines, when you're a student, you're just a student. You know, like you're a full-time student. You don't have, it's not much opportunity to be a working student. And so I was just like, before I moved here, I was just like young and like a student. Like that's what it feels like. And then you get thrown to like an adult world.
Like a flip.
Yeah,
a switch.
Yeah. So when I moved here, I came here with my dad, and he didn't stay long. Like he went back home, I think after a year or two.
Wow, that's really fast.
Yeah. We live with my aunt, and he left because he didn't like it here. Honestly, he went back home because he's just like.
What was it? Because I mean, you're technically first gen. You are.
Mm-hmm.
And I know how hard it is. Like,
actually, I think I'm the immigrant.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, first gen.
Yeah, you're first gen immigrant for sure. Because I remember when we moved here from Mexico, I was really young, but I remember it took like maybe 5 to 8 years for my parents to fully like. I remember the culture shock being really bad. I remember my mom was so good at like holding it together. Mm-hmm. But the culture shock was bad, but you would think because, I mean, how difficult was it to come here? Like, how long did it take you to get your visa?
So, my dad was petitioned by his sister, so that's like a sibling petition. Yeah. And that took 20 plus years, more than 20 years, yeah. And
he still went back after a year or two?
Mm-hmm.
Was he just having difficulty, like, accustoming himself? Well, it was in the thick of the pandemic, too.
Yeah, at first, when we came here, we didn't expect pandemic, of course.
Right.
But at the same time, like, he's a little bit older, so I think if it's harder for me to adjust, it's even harder for him to adjust. Right. And I couldn't even blame him, because, like, he has his, 50 years of his life in the Philippines, and then all of a sudden you're gonna move here.
That's so hard.
Yeah, and it's different culture, different weather, different environment, different, even like the outside, it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the Philippines, when you go out of your house, you see people right away, or even if you're inside
everyone's
your house, everyone's
around.
just chilling outside, hanging out. Yeah, like it's loud, it's messy, But here, when you come here, it's just like all you see is cars. You work, you come home. You like this. Unless you're outside, like in the park, then you'll see people. But like we're in India, girl. This is not the city.
Girl, no, it's not. How did you feel? Like, did you try to get him to stay?
No, honestly.
Were you just like?
Yeah, I was just like, okay.
See, yeah. Were you upset that he was leaving?
No, I wasn't upset.
Were you just like?
I was just like, yeah. It didn't really affect me because I feel like. I'm an adult at that point. I know I said, like, I felt like a student, but, like, when I moved here, I didn't have anything to do. I had to find a job and stuff like that, which, that part is easy. Yeah. But, like, my dad moving back home, I wasn't really against it, but if it would be me in his shoes, I wouldn't have leave. I would have stayed.
20 plus years for that visa.
Mm-hmm. But that's a good thing because, that 20 years processing of the visit is just him and his children younger than 21. And
so it's just you.
Yeah, at that time we were 3 sisters. At that time I was the only one 21 under.
Okay, I have 2 questions for that. How did you feel? And because you were the only sister out of the 3, do you think your sisters were resentful or maybe a little envious that you got to leave and they didn't?
That's a good question. I've never really asked them that, but I don't think they would be resentful because I like I said, I didn't, like, it's not my decision. It's just like the timing of everything, and it took that long for my dad's petition to be approved. So It's really out of our control.
Wow.
I hope they're not.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I don't know if maybe in the Philippines it's the same way, but in Mexico, I don't know if it's just as hard to get your visa. I mean, it's been a minute. But I have family members that have not been able, they've tried to petition to get a visa, a traveler's visa, just to come. Yeah. And even then, they haven't been able to. And my parents and I immigrated here, but all of my dad's siblings are in Mexico. And I think there were a couple of problems, like with envy, and they think.
Really?
Well, I mean, I don't know if this is what your experience, but they think just because you live out here, you're rich, you've made it.
I mean,
They
definitely that part.
romanticize your life,
Yeah.
and no, girl, like I gotta get up and work 40 hours a week.
Girl.
You know what I mean? And
sometimes I joke around. I'm like, I used to be broke in the Philippines. I'm broke still in dollars, girl.
In dollars, babe.
In dollars.
Like I can barely eat here, girl. Like, so what did you feel like? I know you said it wasn't really your decision. It's just like this is an opportunity, and I'm gonna go. But were you scared? Were you like sad to leave your family? Like, what do you feel when you're in that position?
It was a mix of everything, honestly, because like I'm living all of my life is in the Philippines. My friends, my family. I have a lot of nieces and nephews that like I consider like my baby. Like I grew up with them, and I'm leaving them for like a whole new life. Like I have to start from scratch.
And it's not like you can drive down the road to see them.
Yeah, it takes like almost 2 days to just travel. Yeah, and there's like time difference too.
Is it expensive?
Girl, yeah.
Because airfare,
airfare. Yeah, it's not cheap.
Oh my god. How many times have you gone back since
I've
been here 7 years?
Like twice, I think. Yeah, only twice. And then one of them is because my grandpa passed away.
And how long ago was the second time?
That was like 2 years ago, I think.
2
3
years ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I only went there for a week, girl. So I only have 1 week off. So the most that I can do with that is I only stayed 3 days in our province.
And everything else was travel.
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
Like I literally just like right about before like the burial of my grandparent.
Oh my
grandpa. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is so hard, Jenny. Like, what did it take you when you got here? I know we talked about it like in the past, like culture shock and like accustoming yourself to the culture here, kind of thing. What did you feel like with, like, did it ever hit you like the homesickness in the beginning?
Oh yeah, girl.
How did you process that? Like, how did you overcome that?
Well, I lived with my aunt at first. Like, first few years, I lived with my aunt. And honestly, since I'm living with someone else's house, I don't have any choice. Like, I have to suck it up, girl. Oh. And at one point, I did consider leaving. Like, I'm just gonna go home. Like, fuck this,
How long had you been here until that happened?
I'd say, like, the first few years, like, maybe, like, 1-2 years.
What made you feel like that? Was it, like, the anxiety of not being able to see your parents, like, or your family, like, the anxiousness, or was it because things weren't working out the way you wanted, or?
I think it was just, like, it's the difficulty of like adjusting, because it is difficult, like I came here, I wasn't a student anymore, so I'm thrown into adulthood, like the adult life and like work that. And like I don't have, especially my first job, I work in a home health office. I work as in QA, but I work with like older people, like older than my parents kind of deal. I'm the youngest. I think with the 2 jobs that I've had, I'm always the youngest.
Of course.
And it's harder to adjust that way because I don't have friends. How like I don't have any avenue to meet people my age.
Especially because you're at work all day too. Yeah. Like, when am I supposed to meet people?
Mm-hmm. And then I don't have I don't go to school. I don't have like a club. Like I don't know where to start, literally.
Oh my gosh.
So it is very hard. It's a mix of like, well, what am I gonna do here? And then my dad already left the Philippines. He didn't like it here. So like he had a hard time adjusting, and he just want to go back home. And so I thought to myself, I'm like, I have a backup plan. I can go back home and still have a career there if I want to.
Yeah. But had you told anyone like that was like a thought that came in, like when you were talking to your family, like I kind of want to go home, guys?
Yeah, actually.
Did they talk you out of it?
They didn't. They were actually supportive. Like, if you want to go home, just go home, But I think it's myself that talked myself out of it. Because
it's a big deal for you to leave. Yeah. It's a really big deal.
And then I also don't want to waste my aunt's opportunity my aunt gave that opportunity to us, so I didn't want to waste that, because of course they invested time and effort, money to that. So I don't want to kind of like let them down.
Yeah, and honestly, too, that's so much pressure because, I mean, your dad already went back, but like for you to go back, it's the both of you at that point, and that is a lot of pressure. And I feel like if you do go back, you're always going to wonder what if, like, what if I would have stayed, you know?
That's true. And you know what's crazy? Because I think of that the other way around. Like, I wonder what my life would look like if I would have stayed in the Philippines.
What did I know you mentioned you were in nursing school. Did you graduate? Like, were you a nurse already?
Yeah, so before I moved here, I graduated nursing, Bachelor of Nursing in the Philippines. And then I took my exam, passed my exam, and literally like I think a month after the results were released, I'm flying here.
Stop, so you didn't even get to practice?
No, I actually didn't practice.
Wow, that's so you were like, oh, I just did all that for nothing, like
yeah,
literally, like.
But that's the thing. I think they suggested that course, that major for me because they know that it would be helpful when you get here. You know, it would be a good job, a good career, but also it's like I don't know.
What made you not want to continue being in the nursing field?
Girl, I work in home health. Remember I told you that?
Yes.
And so I worked in a home health office as a QA. And when I tell you, like, they always, when I used to work there, they would always tell me, well, you know, it's still in the medical field, so that's okay. You know, you're working through it. Like, you're working your way through the medical field, you know? But, girl, that was the people is good, and I don't regret working with them. But, God, it trained me. Like,
what is a QA?
So you're basically, like, checking the charts.
So you're charting.
Like quality assurance for the charting of the
home
health nurses.
So your whole job was basically charting?
Kind of like, yeah, kind of like.
To make sure that they're doing it correctly and stuff?
They're basically like going over through everything that they did, like the charting side, and then make sure that everything's good. We enter, I don't know, I think not only the QA job, but I was doing like entering diagnosis, like codes and stuff like that.
Oh, and no. So you were like the logistical person almost.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Of course it drained you. It wasn't what you wanted to be doing.
No, actually. And it's like very technical. It's very, you know, tedious. I don't know. For some reason, it just drained me. Because when I was in nursing school, I enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed the clinicals. I enjoyed the interaction with the patient. The connection with the patient. What I was doing while I was in the hospital. But I didn't work like that here. So when I started working at QA, like as a QA, it was all office job, and it's all the boring stuff, boring side of nursing.
Not what you wanted to be doing. Wow. And so I know you mentioned you were drained. You're done.
Girl, I was burnt out.
I believe
when
it,
I tell you.
Were you the only QA?
I think it was 2 of us.
That's still not enough.
Yeah, and it's small. It's a small home health office, but also, girl, I don't know what specifically was the reason that I felt so drained, but I was just dragging it. Like, I would wake up and like, oh, okay, I guess I gotta work. Like, it was not fun.
So it made you hate the industry.
Low key.
Yeah, because you're not a nurse now.
Yeah, I'm not.
What are you doing now? So people
I
can know.
work in accounting.
That is a huge difference.
It's like a different
360.
Yeah.
Wow. And what made you want to go into that field and stay in that field?
I'm just so lucky because with the home health job, so I moved here 2019 September. By November, my aunt's friend is the owner of that home health facility.
Oh, so she had a job lined up for you.
Yeah, it's more of like word of mouth kind of thing. Like, hey, I'll refer you my niece.
That's nice.
This and that. So I got referred to that home health job. And then while I was there, I was really like, I was on the end of my time working in that home health office. And I was just like looking into it, but not stepping outside of it. And like, do I want to like get another job? But I really was thinking about it because I told my mom, I'm like, I can't stand this anymore.
How long were you there?
I think about like 2 years. I would say.
That's a really long, like it is a long time, especially during the thick of the pandemic, where it's like you don't want to be anywhere near medical.
Yeah.
No wonder you were drained.
I was so drained. And then so I found that the second job, the accounting job, because my uncle's friend works in that accounting job that I have.
So another word
the
of
company.
mouth reference.
Yes. I had it easy with jobs.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is really, especially like when you just got here and you're like, how do I even do
how do
this?
I start? Yeah. So I had it easy with jobs, with looking for jobs. Well, they came to me.
Right.
It was offered to me. But I was very thankful with my uncle because he referred me. Because I have, it's not only me. Well, I have a couple cousins here. So of all like people, he thought of me. So I was very thankful.
Wow.
You know, grateful for him to like refer me to that company. And when I tell you, when I went to that company, so I have a bachelor's degree, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even if I didn't have an experience, they looked at my resume and they just looked at, well, you know, your bachelor's degree, you can probably handle it. You can get trained and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I got hired immediately. Like literally, like, when are you able to start?
That is amazing, especially when you're like desperately trying to get out of the job that you're in.
Yes.
That must have been so relieving for you.
It was.
Where you're like, tomorrow.
There's
right
like
now.
a light at the end of the tunnel kind of thing. It's like, oh my gosh, like a light bulb.
Did that, because I'm sure the draining job was probably also contributing to you not wanting to be here anymore. Like,
yeah, that's
because you're like, why am I here? I hate this job. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah, I don't have a group of friends. I don't have circle. I don't go outside.
Like,
girl.
you don't even enjoy anything that you're doing.
I don't have. I think I go to the gym, but that's about it. That's fine. It was just work gym.
Oh my god! So when you got the new job, did that kind of change things for you in the perspectives that you were like, okay, this might not be that bad?
It did, but the transition is still hard because my previous job didn't want to let go of me. So she was
she was like, please don't leave?
Yeah, she was literally like, please don't leave me. Like,
no.
please don't leave me.
And it's so hard.
And it's so hard because the people are good. Like, the people that I work with in that company is really good.
It was just the work that
was just the work.
You.
Yeah, it was the work. And then this new job that I had offered better benefits and pay and stuff like that. They just
something
offered
you
me.
couldn't refuse.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, I didn't know I'm worth this much, you know. And so that kind of like pushed me. I'm like, I've been working on this previous job and I've been getting this. So you want to keep me? So
match
it.
And they couldn't.
They tried to. They kind of like go close, but she literally told me like, no, I can't do it. But please, like,
no,
we're just a small company.
No,
and
girl.
It's hard because she's also Filipino. And I love her to death.
Oh no!
She's
so it was
like,
probably really nice.
She's
for
like
you.
I call her auntie.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, tita.
How could you not?
Filipino, yeah.
That's how you are at home, right?
Yeah. So it's very hard because I have like boundaries. You know, like I can't do it anymore because I was literally working. I would say the regular 9 to 5 at my accounting job, and then since she's begging me and I feel bad.
No, Jenny, no. I know where this is going. Please tell me you did it.
Yes, I did. Girl.
You were working 2 jobs?
I did for a while.
How long is a while?
Girl, I was great. I think like a couple months.
Jenny!
I couldn't stand it anymore. Yeah. Because I would like, so the 9 to 5 is my accounting job. And then I also work like after like 5, like let's say 5 to 9 or 5 to 8 or 6 to 9. After hours, literally, like Monday, Thursday, and Wednesday, something like that, or like just a couple days in a week. But girl, I was so exhausted.
Of course you were already burnt out to begin with, and you were more.
But that's the thing. Like I felt bad. I felt really bad.
It is, especially when you're young. Mm-hmm. I feel like in your young, like early 20s, adult lives, when you get into the job industry. Mm-hmm. It does get to you. The hustle culture, and you feel like you almost owe something to them when you don't. Like, you don't. Yeah.
But I was able to let it go. Like the job, the home health job, I was able to let it go, like slowly. Yeah. You know, like if you have somebody that I need to like train before I leave, then like hire someone now, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's very nice.
So the transition would be smoother. But yeah. I was able. They let me go. You know, because at one point I'm like, I'm so sorry. I really have to go. I can't do it anymore.
You tried.
You know,
you were very nice. That was very nice of you. What you did.
It's so funny because that the owner of that job that I had, like the home health job, and the lady that worked in my company, my current company now, they also know each other because, you know, Filipinos, like they get
right. Oh my gosh. So you found a Filipino community then outside of your family?
Well, just a few, you know. I don't.
But it is nice because I say that because when I moved here, the friend that I had moved in with, she was white.
Okay. And
all her friends were white.
Okay.
And back home, all of my friends are Hispanic, like mostly Mexican. So if there was like an artist I liked, like I had somebody to go to a concert with or, you know, whatever. And I mean, I married a white man as well. So it's not like he's Latina by heart. Don't get me wrong. But you know what I mean? Like, so when I got here, I did struggle to find I was forgetting how to speak Spanish.
What?
Because I mean I would work so much. I mean, my job now, I still work as much, but I would work so much that I did not have time to call my mom, and she's the only one I really speak Spanish with. I mean, at work sometimes I translate, but it's like legal Spanish. It's not regular Spanish, right?
It's the prim and proper Spanish.
Prim and proper, baby. So I was starting to forget. Like I would call my mom and I would have to be like, oh my God, I have to look this word up in Google Translate to be able to tell you. Like, it got really bad. It got bad. And so I started honestly going crazy, and it really caused a little bit of depression because it was my identity. It was like an identity crisis almost. And I remember maybe the second year I was here, or maybe the first, like my first official year, my favorite artist, Carol G, was coming. To Soldier Field, and I had no one to go with, and I had never been to a concert by myself. So I was like, but I knew I couldn't miss it. So I literally told my husband, I was like, I'm going to this by myself.
Period.
And it was such an out-of-body experience because it's like
it's liberating, huh?
It's so liberating, but you know, and you would think because I'm surrounded by girls that are there with their friends or their boyfriend, whatever the case might be, that it would have been like, oh, I wish I had one. No, like
you probably didn't think of it.
I didn't even think of it. I had so much fun. It was such a big step for me, but it was very hard not having. I mean, you know, like, I don't know if they have like Filipino markets out here, but like maybe a little market where you can go and like find food, right?
Yeah. That home health that I work at, they have like a store like a few that doors away. So it's like I can just walk.
It's a Filipino community probably.
Yeah, well, that, but also at the same time, you know, I told you, like, they're older, so I can't really, and then they've been here for such a long time.
They're Americanized at this point.
They're Americanized, and so like I'm a little bit younger than them, so I can't really like talk to, like, we don't have the same likes.
Right, it's still there's still an age difference.
Yeah, at the same like it's good because I can talk to them about something, like, let's say news in the Philippines and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but other than that, girl, like me as a friend, I still can't like blossom and stuff like that.
It makes sense. It does make sense because there's still that cultural, like, I mean, age is a big thing as well. But yeah, I feel like I feel like when I did start finding like maybe a little market, I would start speaking to them in Spanish. You would think like I just got discovered out of like a cave for years because I'd be so excited. I'd be in there like, buenas tardes. You know, talking I would be so excited, but I really, really struggled, and it got to a point where I had no friends for like a year. And my only friend was my husband, and that just does not work. God bless him. I love him. But you need your girls. Like, as women, we need community of women. Like, we just do. And Sandy's group fell into my lap. Girl. And so I show up, and I find out she speaks Spanish. And all of a sudden, like, there's a bunch of Hispanics. And I'd be like, oh, my God, people! You know, like, but even then, we're, like, a mix of all kinds of cultures, which I think is so sick. Like, it really is. But it did kind of, like, bring life back into me. Like,
that's how I feel.
I don't know what I would do without you guys. Like, truly.
I feel like Sandy is really, like, the bridge of all the friendships.
She's the glue.
Formed. Yeah.
Like, she really is the glue. And I tell her all the time, she's probably, like, rolling her eyes. Like, she's like, girl, enough. You know, like, I've heard it enough. But I tell her literally all the time, like, Sandy, I get all emotional. I'm like, I have friends because of you. Like,
it's so funny because those moments, I try to, like, not be like that. But, girl, every time we would hang out, like, as the girlies, I would always come home and I'm like, I'm so thankful that I met you guys. Like, I'm so grateful, but I can't be like always like that to them.
Yeah,
it's like they're gonna be like,
but it's so real. Like,
yeah.
it's so real. I feel that every single time. Like, oh my god, I love my girls.
Yeah.
You know, like, but it really did change my life because, like you, when I got here, it wasn't like a regret. Like, oh, because I wanted to get out of Phoenix. Like, I needed to get out of Phoenix because I knew if I didn't, I was not gonna grow as a person.
That's what they said. You need to like. As an adult, you're gonna grow so much as a person if you go outside of your hometown.
It causes so much. Even if you come back, like, you know, even if you go back, you come back a different person. But it causes so much growth, especially being somewhere with no family, no friends, and you have to figure out how to. It's like moving to a new country. Yeah, it's in the States, but it's very vastly different, and it's far. Yeah. Like, I can't. You know, I have friends that have their parents maybe like 2 hours away in Wisconsin and deep Indiana, whatever the case might be. I can't do that. You can't do that either. Yeah, no. And it is very lonely, especially the times that I do get to go home. Both my siblings are now in LA. My parents are still in Phoenix, but LA is like a 7-hour drive. Yeah. Or vice versa. So they do see each other pretty often. And when I go home, I feel like out of the group. Yeah. Excluded. Like, you're
kind of like, ooh, okay, fill me in.
Yes, because
what's the inside jokes?
I don't know. Like, it's probably so much worse for you because it takes so long for you to go back. But every time I see them, they have like inside jokes or they're talking about a trip they all took. And I'm just like, that's cool, guys. I wish I could have, like, it's just very weird, and it takes a little bit of adjusting and for them to warm up to me again, because I'm not a stranger, but we're all so busy that we try to keep in touch. Like, me and my sister probably keep in touch the most through Instagram, like liking our stories, replying to each other's stories, and my brother as well. But when I do see them, I mean, I saw them for Coachella, and it was so hard coming back because you got back into. I was there for a week, so I got back into the dynamic with them and kind of meshed into their life. How is it the times that you have gone back? Like, what have you felt?
Girl, I feel like I struggle most with my niece and nephews
because they're getting older.
They're getting older so fast.
Yeah.
And like when I left 2019, right? So when I left, they were so like young, like little. Before teenagers. They were little. They were my baby. Like, they're always like, I remember them like just hanging out with me, like nothing to do but just hanging out,
7
like we're just
years. I mean.
And then every time I go back home, it's almost like, oh, you're so old. Like, you're a teenager now. You're no longer lovey-dovey. You don't
want to talk to me. Yeah, you're too cool for school.
You're no longer like the kid would say, like, can I play games with your phone? Oh. Do you have games on your phone? Like, I no longer have that. They have, girl, I would hear now, like, my brother's girlfriend. I'm like, girlfriend?
You're old enough to date, girl? Yeah.
And then the other, like, my niece talked to me about everything, almost about everything. So when she mentions like, oh, I like this guy or whatever, I'm like,
that has to be so weird.
What do you mean?
So weird.
What do you mean? You're young.
You can't like boys.
Yeah, because it's like it's stuck in your head. Like, my memory of them, my niece and nephews, are when they're still little. So every time I would like see them, it's almost like, oh,
that's heartbreaking.
That's too fast. Like, you're still a baby. I have my nephew here, and he's going to Purdue. So he went here for college.
Grown.
Yeah, he's 18. Girl.
That's weird.
But I still look at him as my like little baby, little nephew. Like, no, you're still a baby in my eyes. I don't care.
Yeah, and it's so weird. I mean, my little brother is 8 years younger than I am. He's 18, about to be 19. And I
It's a big age gap.
It's a big age gap, yeah. I moved when he was a freshman or a sophomore in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, when I first moved here, I think in the last 2 years I have gone back more often, like maybe a couple times a year. Like last year I saw my family like maybe 3-4 times because I got lucky. Before that I was only going like maybe once a year, or like at the beginning of the year, and I wouldn't see them until like the end, and a lot of time passes, and it started freaking me out. One, my little brother, he was getting more grown. I would go home and he'd be like, oh, I'm going out with my friends. And I'd be like, going out with your friend?
Right.
Like, huh? Like, you don't want to hang out with me? Like, what? And he was driving. It was the weirdest thing ever. I got to see, like, the dynamic after I was gone. But what freaked me out the most was seeing my parents get older. Like, I'd be like, whoa, like, you're actually starting to get old. How was that for you? Like, seeing your sisters and your mom? Your mom especially.
Yeah, my mom is in the Philippines. So, yeah, it is hard. So, that's why when I go to the Philippines, when I go back home, I try to spoil her in little ways. Aww. Kind of like, let's go out, let's go to the mall, let's do this, let's do that. Because, I can only, like, spend so much time with her, especially, like, every time I go back to the Philippines, it's limited time, And I would talk to her. It's just that sometimes me and my mom, like, we, there are things that she wants to talk to me about, and I'm like, I just don't have the energy right now.
I feel that.
So yeah, it's like, if you want to talk to me like mother-daughter, we can do that, but
that's it. Yeah.
It's like, if it's outside that, I'm like, I don't know if I can do that right now.
Good for you for having that boundary, because that's hard. Especially because when you do, like, get to catch up in person, it is different. Like, you want to talk about anything and everything, and, like, sometimes, like, they do dump on you. Like, and...
I mean, they still do.
Oh, girl, I bet that they do. Have you, the times that you have gone back, how difficult is it for you to get on that plane?
Girl, it was hard.
Because you're only there for 3 days, you said, out of that week.
And it's crazy because I'm not, like I said, like, I feel like with my family, I'm not the biggest crier. So,
you're still not.
Yeah, not
just with your family,
just
right?
A little bit, yeah. Just with my family, I'm not a biggest crier. So, even, I don't know, my family is weird because they would have, if that moment that we moved here, they cried, girl. I didn't.
What?
I didn't, like, in the airport, like, when you're, like,
when you're saying goodbye. You didn't cry?
I didn't cry.
Were you in shock?
No. I'm just like, I guess it's a separation anxiety. What is it? Like, I don't know, but I never really felt it. Like, I didn't cry.
Wow.
It's like, okay, it's okay, cool.
If anything, you were consoling them, probably. Yeah. Like, it's okay.
And it's, if anything, I feel bad for them because they're crying.
Yeah.
So I think my dad and my mom cried, my sister cried, and then the last time I went back home is when I only stayed there for like a couple of days, and they weren't able to, like, they only send me off in a local airport. They weren't able to send me off, like, in the airport from the Philippines coming here. So it was just, like, from the province to Manila, the city. So my mom cried. Oh, they would always cry. I don't know what's with them.
I bet that has to be really hard. I mean, especially when you're the baby.
Yeah.
And two, it seems like you're the favorite. Like,
I don't think I'm the favorite. Because
I think that's just, like, default, right? For baby, like, the baby, you're usually, like, maybe the one that they're most attached to because you're the last one. I don't know if that's the same. I can't tell,
girl.
Really?
I really can't because, I'm the youngest, but I'm also, like, the furthest right now. Like, location, physically wise.
Right.
Yeah.
That just has to be, I can't imagine, like, as a mother. Like,
oh my God.
Like, my mom deals with it. All her kids left her, and again, 2 of them are 7 hours away, but I'm across the country. And she took it really hard.
Really?
When my sister moved out, like, she was very depressed for a couple years.
Oh, no.
But my sister would come home, she was able to come home because, again, she just moved to LA, but she took it really hard. And then she got adjusted, especially because my sister got married and she saw that she was living a good life, and we were able to go visit her more often and vice versa. So I think that helped, like, but it took years, girl. And then I think she got triggered, obviously, when I was moving.
And you're further, huh?
Yeah, I was way further. I mean, I'm like 20, it's like a 24-hour drive.
Yeah.
But it was different because my sister moved very abruptly because of shit that was going on in my house. She was just like, I'm 18, see ya, you know, kind of thing.
Bye.
So it was a very painful transition for my mom, as it is. But when I moved here, we drove because we had 2 vehicles. We had a bunch of stuff.
That's a long drive.
Girl, we drove. And so my husband Peyton, his friend Berto drove with him, and they had like the U-Haul and like the dog, and I drove like my little Corolla with my mom. But I could have asked any one of my friends, like, hey, will you make this drive with me? You know, it'd be so sick. But I did ask my mom, like, hey, do you want to make this drive? Because I think, don't get me wrong, I'm sure it was still very difficult for her to leave, but I think it eased it a little bit because she got to do the transition with me.
Send you off.
Yeah, like send me off. Like, it was so fun. Like, we had the deepest conversations on that drive.
Nice.
It was funny because like one of us almost fell asleep. Now it's funny, right? Like, we're like, remember when you almost fell asleep?
Oh my gosh.
And she helped me move in. She helped me unpack. So, and she was here in Chicago for like 4 days. She flew back, obviously, but I do think it helped ease the transition a little bit more because she did it with me. But I mean, I would go home and I mean, yeah, now even she cries. Or when they've driven up here a couple summers and they cry and I cry, you know, and it's very weird. I don't cry now, like leaving them, because like I said, I've been able to see them a lot more often. But I can't imagine, like, as a mom, your daughter being in a whole different country. Like, how difficult that must be.
I can't speak for her, but I think it would be like, I think she mentioned that one time just recently, because I like, you know, like I have to like kind of build my life here from scratch, and most of my like little milestone, little achievements, she's not here, she's not around, so it's almost like, hey, I got this, I got that, like I'm just reporting, but not like experiencing it with her, kind of thing.
Oh, Jenny.
So I think she's like, she mentioned that she's like also like feel bad that, oh, I'm not there, you know.
Let me ask you something. Are you sad that they're not here to experience it, or do you like having the distance? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I actually like the distance.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a defense mechanism to like, you know, escape when it's hard, but it's kind of like, I feel like we have to miss each other. Like, let me just chill. Like, I feel like if you guys are all over, like, I mean, all up in each other's face, it causes more friction, especially when you're an adult.
Yes.
That's one thing I actually told my sister that. I told her, you know what, I cannot imagine myself living in the same house as an adult with my parents.
It's hard. You can't. You're all adults now. Like, you can't tell me what to do. And parents can't turn it off.
Yeah. And it's not even like, don't tell me what to do. But it's almost like you guys form your own, like, beliefs, your own principles and stuff like that. And if he or she, your mom, your parents, your dad, or whatever, doesn't agree to that, you know, it's their house.
Right, like, you gotta live under their rules.
So it's like their rules.
And it does. And they start kind of like looking at you like, oh, you think you're grown now?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I kind of am. You know, like, yeah.
And I feel like I'm very independent, so that played a factor too. So I'm like, I just can't imagine myself living in the same roof with my parents. I would go for visiting.
Yeah.
You know?
You'd
just
rather
a couple
visit.
Spend, yeah.
You'd rather visit.
Yeah, I think that's healthy.
Wow. And in the time that you've been here, 7 years, have you been in any relationships?
Girl, I've been in one serious relationship.
One serious? Okay.
Yeah. Here. Yes.
Okay. And how long ago was that?
That was, well, we broke up last year.
Okay. And how long were you together?
We were together for 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was a crazy 2 years.
Oh my god. Was it like, did you have any boyfriends while you were a teenager in the Philippines?
I did, but I don't consider it as like a serious relationship because, you know, like when you're younger, like you just get a boyfriend just to get a boyfriend.
Yeah, you're on board. Like, I want a man.
Just to say, hey, I got a boyfriend. You know?
Yes.
It's easy to do it that way, but like in all seriously, like a seriousness, it's not like it's not an actual relationship.
No,
I feel like we're playing relationship.
Yeah, we're playing house.
Yeah, we're
definitely
playing house.
Do you think, like, compared to the boyfriends that you had in the Philippines to the ones here, was there like a very drastic difference in dating culture?
I think there is, but also because I didn't date much as an adult in the Philippines. Because like I said, like
You're a busy girl.
I was a busy girl in school, and then when I graduated, I moved here.
So you
So
didn't
there's
get an
no
opportunity.
there's no like space to like do that. But I feel like the big difference is like in the Philippines we have the courting culture.
It's like Mexicans, girl.
Really?
Yeah, well, not here, girl.
Oh,
and
not
I'm
here,
sure it's
girl.
not like that way
Mhm.
anymore. But courting, as in like going on dates.
Yeah, like the
and-
guy taking you out without like they can't. It's kind of like courting in a way like the guy would well in old ways, the guy would probably like go to your parents, introduce themselves,
Yes.
visit,
Yep.
like I don't know,
Ask to date you kind of thing.
Well, in
yes,
way
girl.
older ways, they're probably gonna like break a tree or something, just do the manual labor just to prove
Oh
themselves.
my gosh.
But I didn't have that because we were like younger.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
But I did experience the courting side of it. Like we would go on dates. The guy would the guy would take me out or like walk me home, drive me home.
And that's all you were allowed to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're like,
yes,
you know?
girl. Yes, that was the same way for me.
And then the girl is the gatekeeper. As
Right.
long like you can only go however
far
I allow you to.
right.
Yeah. So and
Wow.
I think that's the culture, like that's the courting culture, but also in the Philippines, I don't know if I could say this.
Don't
But
be Chinese business,
Okay,
y'all.
maybe it's not a general rule, but I think if you're a girl and someone's courting you, you're allowed to entertain a lot of other guys.
That's not your boyfriend.
Yes, but in the Philippines, it's like, well, you can't be like this and that.
It's frowned upon.
Yeah, so it's kind of like you're courting each other. The guy's courting the girl, but also like once people know that somebody's like this guy's courting you,
That's
kind of
your
like
man.
okay, he got the dibs on that kind of thing.
That's taken.
Yeah.
So how with this the ex-boyfriend of yours?
Mm-hmm.
Was it very different for you? Because like I mean, Americans just don't really court, girl, and these streets out here.
Girl, the pool is
Jancy
dirt.
don't court, mama. Like, how was that for you?
It was fun. It was at first, at least, it was fun. We met each other and we just started hanging out from there.
Nonstop.
And just nonstop. We're just in each other's faces, and it's almost like that's not good. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Don't be like that. Don't be like me. But yeah, we started that way. We met each other and then we kind of like hang out, and then it came from like twice a week to like every single day, and we became
Nonstop.
girlfriend and boyfriend. That's it.
You just become so obsessed with each other.
Yeah.
Like you want to be in each other's skin. Like 24/7.
Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, I'm getting off work. What are you gonna do?
yeah.
Like
hello.
it's okay. Yeah,
Are you
it's
pulling
almost like,
up?
what are we gonna do?
Did you live by yourself? Like when you guys started dating?
Yes, I lived by myself when I met him.
Was he living by himself?
He was living with a roommate, his brother.
Okay.
So
it was a
that's how
grown
it is.
relationship.
It
wasn't
was a
like-
grown relationship. I would say it's my first like grown relationship, like adult relationship.
Yeah.
Because we really like, okay, we're not getting younger kind of thing.
Like it gets serious quick.
Yeah, it got serious quick.
Wow.
Mhm.
Do you think that affected you guys? How long? Okay, wait. How
Okay.
long did it take for you guys to move in together? Because you guys
Oh.
lived together.
We lived together for a bit. I think I would say, because the relationship lasted for 2 years. I think by the end, like a few months before
Wow.
it hit.
When you lived by yourself, did he practically move in with you?
No, he didn't move in. But
Okay.
we would hang out every single
So he
day.
basically
Yeah.
lived there.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah, because we were like all up in each other's faces. But yeah, like we're always like in each other's face. It's either his house or my house kind of thing. So
Wow.
we're basically like living together, but not
actually,
Yeah.
especially like sharing the bills, sharing responsibilities.
But at the same time, I think like at that point, I was still like, no, this is my bed. No, that is my
Good for
kitchen.
you.
Kind
Good
of
for
thing.
you.
Like,
Because a lot of girls will just be like, you might as well just, I live by myself. You might as well just move in with me.
No,
Good
no,
for
girl,
you, Jenny.
girl.
Good for you. You
Yeah.
like your space.
I really like my space, and I like before I met him, I was living by myself.
Right.
And I was like used to that life wherein like I would just go work, go to the gym, go home, make my meal, sit my ass down on the couch, and just watch TV. It's like a
your
perfect
routine.
girl apartment.
And
kind of thing.
you mentioned you're really independent
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. So
oh my gosh.
I had that. Like, I was just like living in my little bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I couldn't complain. It wasn't. I didn't struggle being alone and living alone because I actually liked, being alone. Like, girl, I would eat outside in a restaurant by myself.
I love that. I mean, you're the same way. The other day we were talking about how I'm going to another Karol G concert by myself, and you are too.
Yes,
like,
I'm going to Chris Brown's concert
period.
by myself.
She won the war, y'all. She won the war. That's crazy. What made you be like? I mean, maybe it just comes from your nature, like, because you're so independent. You were like, I'm not waiting to go with someone.
No, girl,
like,
well, that, but like, I also thought that time, it's expensive.
Its
prices are so expensive. And I didn't have the heart to like pressure my friends, and
I was the same. I mean, girl,
I can't ask them to like pay that much.
Yeah, it is kind of like, especially because it's like, if maybe like your friend is like a huge fan too, and you'd be like, hey girl, are you down?
Yeah.
But if you, like my friends, for example, Karol G,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going in July, and originally my sister and her husband were like, oh, maybe we'll come with you, Girl, I checked those prices. I was like, you guys are not going to want to come with me.
Yep.
You're not going to want to come with me. And so for them to be like, yeah, girl, I was like, I'm not about to ask anyone else because I spent like a good amount of money.
Yeah,
girl. Like,
girl.
VIP is expensive, girl.
I didn't even pay VIP, but I had a good seat.
That's what
but
matters.
It's still, girl, if you check prices right now, it's fucking expensive.
Girl, they're losing their minds out
it's
here.
It's crazy.
They're losing their minds.
And honestly, if someone asked me to like go on a concert and I check the price and it's $1,000, girl,
I'm
going.
we can go on a vacation, babe.
Spotify. Wait for it on TikTok or something.
Girl, it'll be on TikTok Live.
Yeah.
We'll watch it together.
Yeah. So
We'll
I like
post it
at
up.
that point when I saw the ticket and I grabbed, because like you wait on queue and whatever.
Yes,
girl.
it's a fight, girl. It's a war.
And when I tell you I was at work, I had that phone. I had a phone problem, but I was still working. But I was like, okay, 15,
Yeah.
15 people before my turn. I got the ticket and I was like, I've been wanting to go for a couple years.
Yeah, girl, it's so fun. It's so worth it.
I've been wanting to go for a couple years, but like I said, the prices and like who's gonna go with me? Who am I gonna ask? So at that point, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll go by myself.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm gonna have a ball.
Yeah. Is this the first concert you go to by yourself?
Yes.
Stop. Is it really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. It's so fun.
Yes.
You're not even gonna like notice it, to be honest. You're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm very much of like, if it's your first time, do it. Fuck it.
That's exactly how I feel. Like,
do it nervous, do it fucking scared.
Honestly, it's very, very odd or rare that you're gonna regret it. Like, that you're gonna regret doing that, especially because it's such a it's a concert, so it's high energy. Usually the people around you are nice. Like, you might even make a friend.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna have a party. Shit.
Girl, I'm over there.
But like that's the also the factor that I considered when I did that decision, because I know like I'm gonna be by myself. I did a solo trip last year, and I loved it.
Where did you
I
go?
went to Miami, girl.
By yourself?
Yes, girl.
Was it after your breakup?
Yes.
Period. I know that's right.
I gotta get me some sun or
Eat,
something.
pray, love, baby. Yes.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was fucking amazing when I tell you.
How long did you go?
I went, I can't remember, probably 3-4 days or 5.
Like a weekend or something?
Yeah.
Oh my god. And you spent it the whole time by yourself?
Girl, yes.
Did you make friends like while you were there?
No, I was just like living your best life. I really want to be by myself.
Girl, you were a Miami resident.
I was walking in the streets.
Like, I live here, girl. Don't even talk to me.
Yeah.
Did you go to like a club?
No, I didn't, because
Okay.
that wasn't my intention. I just wanted to get my sun, my beach, because I love water.
Girl,
and we don't have that much options.
I love the
here.
beach so much. It's hard.
Yeah.
Especially being a water person like you, like not having. I mean, we have a lake.
Yeah, we have a
But
lake.
it's not the fucking.
And it's
same.
not even swimmable.
I know you can't go inside. Like, girl, like
you might want to die. Like,
I know there might be a body in there. I don't know. It's just not the same. So
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I feel
Yeah.
like when I'm going through a really difficult time or like trying to like piece my life back together, I go to the beach. Like
girl, and that's actually when that happened. I took that trip because I really needed a break. because, you know, like, I was working continuously while having that breakup and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, fuck it, I just need a break. And it was very last minute.
Oh,
It was
that's
last
the best.
minute.
I love that.
I planned it all. Like, I just planned it all. Shit, I went jet skiing by myself. There's a group of friends that I jet ski with, but shit, I don't know them.
Oh my god.
I went all by myself.
That is so sick.
Yeah.
That is badass, Jenny.
I went to the like a beach club by myself, and I met a girl. I actually met like somebody.
Like you made a friend.
Yeah. Like I encountered a lot of like people in that solo trip. Like I met this older Mexican lady in the plane. Girl, it's so crazy because we just texted today.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
She's your whole bestie?
Yeah, she became my whole bestie, and she was like, I met her on the plane, and I was heartbroken, mind you. Yeah. I was very heartbroken. Got on the plane.
Was she sitting next to you?
She was sitting next to me. So she was the middle seat, and then the husband is like the window seat, and I'm the ass seat. Okay, so I'm minding my business, you know, I'm quiet. She offered me a candy, and then the conversation started from there. And she was literally like, come visit me. I live in Chicago. Come visit me. I'll make you food. Look at this. Look at what I made. And she's literally like, can I adopt you after everything? Like, so we got off the plane. And she's so sweet. She's just such a sweet lady.
Did you see her again after?
No, I haven't seen her.
You have kept in touch.
Yeah, we would be texting. And after that, after we got off the plane, because she was going to a cruise.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So she was so cute because she sent me like a video, like a room tour kind of thing.
Stop.
It was the cutest interaction. Yeah, she was like, here's my room, here's my bathroom. She was so cute. And then after that, she would like introduce me through pictures, girl. Mind you, this is all text messages.
Yeah.
She would introduce like, this is my daughter and this is my son. And what I like
gosh,
even like showed me like, hey, this is my house in Mexico if you want to visit.
Girl, let's go right now.
She literally told me like, can I adopt you? I'm like, oh, that's so sweet.
That is really sweet. Like sometimes I feel like the universe, when you're going through like a difficult time, they do send you people to like that help you in whatever way, you know. Oh,
and then there's another girl I met on the beach club. And she's in her 50s, but girl, when I tell you, she looks so good. I
love that.
She's a baddie.
That gives me hope.
And she's by herself too, girl. She's traveling by herself too.
So you were like, period.
Yeah, we were like, you know, like we were like, hey, what are you doing? Like, are you by yourself? And she's like, yeah, I'm by myself. Because she was taking her pictures and stuff, tripod and everything.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like shy, girl.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you can go take your video.
You're not better than me.
Yeah, but it was so fun. We talk about relationship, life.
Oh
and
my
she was
gosh,
very
Jenny.
spiritual too. So she was like telling me, you know what? Like you need that break. You need like you made the right decision, whatever. And it was like all reassuring. Like that trip is very like relaxing.
Exactly what
fun.
you needed.
Yeah, exactly what I needed at the time.
Wow.
And it's so liberating too to just be walking around. It's from the city, and then you go to the beach, and you get your hot.
We need to go to Miami.
Yeah, girl.
I have yet to go to Florida. I have not gone to Florida yet.
Wow. So
would you keep doing solo trips since you enjoyed it so much? Where would you go next?
I don't know yet. I don't have a destination yet, but I would.
Would you go within the States, or would you leave to go somewhere else?
I haven't tried outside the country because I traveled going to the Philippines all the time by myself.
Right.
But like a whole new foreign country, I haven't.
Girl, we gotta take you to Mexico ASAP.
Wait, I went to Mexico.
Where did you go?
I went to Cancun.
Girl, you been to Mexico. Yeah. Oh my gosh, how was that?
It was fun, but also, girl, we got our bags stolen.
No.
Yes, and my green card was there.
Jenny,
so we had to cross the border of San Diego, girl. It was fun.
Holy shit. Oh
it
my
happened.
gosh.
Well, I'm laughing at right now.
You're laughing now. How long ago was that?
That was 2 years ago, I would say.
Oh my god. Did you enjoy it though? Like going to Mexico?
Have fun.
Did you like
Mexico
it?
Mexico is fucking fun.
It's
I like
so much fun.
The weather, the beach.
I haven't gone to Cancun, but I've gone to like Puerto Vallarta, which is in the state that I'm from. Girl, we gotta go outside.
Yeah, we
have to leave the state. Yeah. Like it's still cold outside.
Girl,
it was freezing today.
Why do you guys think we wear this?
We're literally in sweaters and like blankets, like in May.
That's
it's
crazy.
Like it's so sad, but we do.
Yeah.
So if you were to be able to pick like a solo trip tomorrow, where would you go?
I really want to go to Thailand.
Thailand?
Or Vietnam, somewhere in that area.
Oh my
But,
gosh.
You know, girl, the guilt is creeping up on me.
Because it's Asia.
Yeah, it's Asia, and it's like, it's a long travel, and I just cannot get over if I go and
Not going to
Philippines is just like the neighbor country over there. Yeah, I'd feel bad.
You think your family would say something?
No, I wouldn't say that.
They'd eat you up.
It's just like me. It's almost a me problem.
Yeah, no, seriously, because
It's
you're just
guilt.
like, how is it that I'm coming all the way over here?
Yeah, and not
Philippines
go there.
is right there.
Yeah.
Like, I completely understand.
But I
that.
really want to go to like Asian countries, like Korea. Yeah.
You never had when you were living in the Philippines, had you ever left the country?
I went to Hong Kong.
How was that?
It was good. We went to Disney.
Stop.
Yeah,
I want to go to Asia so bad.
Really? Like,
Yes.
I want to go. Yeah. I really want to travel more and go to Asian countries.
Gosh, so you
And girl, it's like cheaper. Like if you can
bet.
go luxury bougie in Asian countries, and you know, like if you go here in Hawaii, girl, you're gonna spend a couple racks.
That's a lot of with what we spend in Hawaii. We could go to like travel all Europe probably.
That's why I like Cancun too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it was cheaper.
It was cheap.
It is cheap.
You're
can
like
go to
you're
Mexico
having
for cheap.
fun and you're like deluxe, but like it's cheap.
Yeah.
So,
I cannot believe you've been to Hong Kong. That is so sick.
Yeah.
Like that is. How old were you when you went?
before I leave here, for
So
moving
19,
here.
like
Yeah,
19, 18. Wow.
Yeah. After I graduated, yes.
Wow. I really, really, really want to go to Japan. Like that is like a dream of mine.
That too. Yeah.
I want to do like in a whole, like, I don't know if I want to go a month so that I can see all of Japan, because I really want to go to like Okinawa and like the beach and stuff.
Do the what is that driving thing?
Oh, the Mario Kart?
The Mario Kart
Oh
thing.
my god.
I
We might
wanna
be
try
booking a
that.
trip to Japan,
Yeah.
Jenny.
Yeah.
We might be making a stop in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So I would love to go to the Philippines.
Yeah, me too. I haven't even traveled like the beach or like the islands in the Philippines yet. No.
Really? So there's
Yeah.
still so much to discover about like your own
Mhm.
place. I feel that. I
Yeah.
really do. I just got my green card 3 years ago maybe.
Mhm.
And before that I hadn't left the country since I got here, girl. Like
Damn,
so growing
girl.
up, girl,
You need to go outside.
I need to go outside, girl. There's still so much to see.
Yeah.
And like growing up, like my friends,
Mhm.
since I grew up in Arizona, so it's a border state to Mexico.
Mhm.
A lot of my friends would go to like Sonora, or there's another state called Chihuahua in
Mhm.
Mexico. So they were always on vacation, like during spring break and
Ooh,
stuff.
Must be nice.
Girl, and I'd be like,
Oh,
so
'cause you can't cross, huh?
yeah, I'd be so
Oh.
depressed. I'd be like, oh, have fun, guys, you know, kind of thing.
The FOMO is real.
The FOMO is real, like dead ass. So I went back. I've gone to Mexico twice now since I've had my green card. My husband and I went to Oaxaca like 2 years ago, maybe.
Mhm.
And then last November, I went back to where I'm from, which is Guadalajara, and I spent it like 2 weeks maybe with my mom.
How was it?
It was a lot of culture shock, girl.
Ooh.
It was a lot of culture shock. I didn't expect. Well, I did, but I didn't, because it's just such a different world out there.
Mhm.
I'm sure you feel the same way going home. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
it's such a different world, and like the Spanish is different. Like
Okay.
I got stunted almost, like in the slang.
Do
And
they
like
have like a dialect too? Because in the Philippines we
Yes.
have like a language like Tagalog, but we also have a lot of dialects.
yes. So the dialects there are like your accent,
Mhm.
because they are separate states.
Mhm.
So like if I go like even further down, like they do speak very differently. The food that they eat is very different, or you know, maybe the way that they like banter and joke might be different than how we do it, or you know,
Mhm.
whatever the case might be. So it was a little like culture shocky, but girl, I found out I'm a Mexico 10. like I don't know what it was, but like, you know, and I was with my mom, mind you, like grown men.
Mhm.
And it was kind of like, whoa, I'm grown, like I'm not a little girl, you know, like these are grown men hitting on me kind of thing in front of my mama, you know, like
That's
it was
awkward.
very awkward, and it was very uncomfortable too.
Uh-huh.
But it at the end of it, I was so sad to leave. Like it was
Mm.
so sad. Like I just felt like there was something missing from like a side of me for my whole life, basically. Like there was my identity. Like it was an identity crisis.
Here, huh?
Yeah. It was an identity crisis, like going back and being like, oh my gosh, like my ancestors are from here, like my lineage is here. And it just made me realize that, like, when I have my own kids, I want to make it a point that, no, like, we're going to be spending a lot of time in Mexico because you might be half white, but girl, you're half Mexican too, you know, like, and I really want them to know that side of culture. Them. I want them to speak the Spanish. Like, I want them to have what I didn't growing up so that, you know, both of us could learn together. Like, both of us.
Yeah, it's so crazy that you say that because I feel like we're the same but kind of like opposite.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't feel the same way.
It's like I want my kids to do that, but like you said, you want your kids to experience the things that you didn't experience or like you missed out on. But I'm like, for me, I want my kids to experience what I used to like experience growing up, because it's a whole different, you know, scenario
world
here. Yeah.
Do you plan to teach them like your native language?
Oh yeah, of course.
Like completely fluently.
Yeah. I mean, I'm single. I don't have a husband yet.
But yet.
But yeah, in the future, if I have kids, I would teach them. I would want them to learn the Filipino culture. I would want to bring them back to the Philippines. Maybe like stay there for a couple of years.
Wow.
I don't know how it's gonna go, but I would love for them to experience that side of like
the Philippines.
Their mom. Their
100%. 100%. Do you think you'll ever move back?
Girl, I don't know. A lot of people keep asking me that.
I know that's like a very hard question.
Yeah.
I mean, people ask me like, "Are you ever gonna move back to Arizona?" I'm like, "No, girl." Like you know, like
you know, as of right now, I don't see myself moving back, but who knows? It might change a couple of years, you know. But as of right now, because it's like, you know, I'm building my life here,
right? And
my job is here. I don't work remotely, so
it would be like it's a difference. It's a huge difference, right?
But I would want to have still a connection with my roots, like in the Philippines.
Be able to go back more often, at least, or more time, at least.
Yeah,
like the summers.
Or, if possible, I would like to bring my mom here.
Are you
if we're all here, then you know we can build a life together.
Right? Are you the one that petitions her?
I'm planning to.
How long do you have to wait?
I'm not sure. I think it's just a couple years. Okay. Probably less than 5 years. That's what I'm thinking.
Wow. Or is it when you become a citizen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the same for me.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm sure you will, and I'm sure. I mean, do you think like your experience maybe of what you felt or your homesickness, like just having even your mom here, because your dad's here. Your dad did come back.
Yeah. He comes and goes.
But do you think that will change, maybe make it better for you? Like maybe like your experience? Because I mean, who wouldn't want their parents not living with you even necessarily, but I know she would live with you.
Yeah, I think that would be better, because I feel like it's not as hard as connecting 1,000 miles away and like a couple time zone difference, you know. It
would make it better. In a perfect world, would you want to like have your sisters here too?
Yeah. Actually, if I can bring everybody here, I'd bring them. But you know, I'm only one person, girl.
You're only one girl. You're literally just a girl.
But I'm just a girl, so hopefully, my other sister is a nurse, so she can work her way over here.
Do you have any plans to go back to the Philippines anytime soon?
Not anytime soon, girl. I have a dog.
2 years. Girl, take care of Tater.
Yeah, I actually recently got a dog too, so that changes everything.
It does. It's like your child. Yeah. Yes. But girl, Tater has a room in my house. It's okay.
So sweet.
I'm sure my dogs will love Tater.
They're gonna go crazy.
Girl, it's gonna be a party up in here with Tater and Anobi. You know what I mean?
They're gonna fight, girl.
Oh my gosh. Is that one of the biggest reasons for like holding you back?
Holding me back? Yeah, that and PTO, girl.
Girl, that PTO.
Because, you know, like I said, my company takes good care of us, but at the same time, since you have that spot, if you go on vacation, everybody have to pick up on it, and nobody, like, you can't leave it that long.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, because if I go on vacation, I'm gonna come back and catch up on everything. So
so it's like a give and a take almost.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
have to, oh my
But
gosh.
they're very like generous though, because remember when I told you when my grandpa passed away and they gave me a week to go home? That was very
That's nice.
like that was an emergency. Like
Yeah.
literally Friday I was like, well, my grandpa passed away, I want to go home. I'm thinking I'm going home. And Saturday, girl, I left. They're like, no, like they didn't even think twice. They're like, go.
Oh, that's really nice. Okay, so it is a really nice company.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, Jenny, I want to thank you. I could just yap and yap and yap with you. Like, we could literally, like, me and Jenny yap for hours on end. Like, truly. Thank you so much for coming on. I hope it's not the last time you come on. I hope you join me again, girl.
It's my pleasure.
Ew, I love you so much. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know Jenny. I know I have. She's one of my very, very good friends. And I will, thank you for coming back and listening to us. Yep. I will see you next Thursday. And yeah, thank you for coming into my Tiger Suite today. I'll talk to you soon.